Hello. Okay. I wonder if I'm actually live. I'm going to pretend that I am and just start chatting away. So, hello to everybody watching this in the future. My name is Catherine Oster, and this is my weekly coffee chat, which happens as a Facebook Live every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I missed last week, and I forgot to post that I was going live today. So some people might not even be able to join me live. But anyway, how does it get better than that? I still have a topic to chat with you guys about this week. So coffee chats, what are these about? I am a certified facilitator with Access Consciousness, and coffee chats are all about how I have used these tools that I have learned in these Access Consciousness classes that I've started taking about 7 years ago now. Hello, I've got a viewer. How are you? And today I'm talking to you guys about presence. Now, this was never a conversation that I had or even really knew about until I took a foundation class. Being present. So I used to think that present was that you were there, like your body was there at a location in class, like you know how your teacher takes attendance. Hey, Robert! You know how your teacher takes attendance? That's what I thought that present was, like that you were there, you were present. You were in attendance. Yes, hi, I'm Catherine, I'm here, I'm present. Well, just because your body is there doesn't actually mean you are energetically present. Now, what does being present mean? Being present means that you are right here in the moment. You're not thinking about the future or what you need to do or going through your to-do list. You're not stuck in the past about things that happened. You're present, like right here, right now. And you are aware of all the energies and all the things that are going on around you. And you are in allowance of them, meaning you are not in resistance and reaction to them. Meaning you're not in judgment of what's going on. Meaning you're not in alignment and agreement, but you are in total presence. I'm frozen. Thank you, Loretta. I'm moving again. I want to sit in my chair. It's not going to work. And hello, Loretta. Thanks for letting me know. I wonder if it's better now. My Wi-Fi signal is really poor in that spot on the deck. And so I'm going to move to where it's usually stronger. Hey, am I back? Okay. I think I'm back again. I think we're good. I'm in my good signal spot. Which from now on, I'm just going to go here right to begin with. Okay, presence. Okay. Presence means, hey, Dad. Yes, I'm back. Thank you, Loretta. Presence means that you are not in resistance and reaction to what is going on. You're not in alignment and agreement. You are in total allowance. You're not in judgment of yourself or what's showing up. And when you are in totally present, you can make choices. Okay, thanks, Robert. Okay, so just a little recap in case I froze and some of you didn't hear me. So I took my first foundation class like I said 7 years ago. And I thought that I was really present in my life and in my choices. Like, for the most part, everything was really good, except in one area with my horse. Now, I've talked about this in one of the classes that I have going right now, and I'm going to expand a little bit more about it today on Coffee Chat and what was showing up with her and what's showing up now with her. So, I'm also, I love dressage. I'm a dressage horse trainer. I'm a horse trainer. I train horses to do all sorts of things, but my passion is dressage. And for myself, when I take coaching with my horse, it is in that discipline. I also coach riding lessons in dressage. So usually that's what my mornings are. I'm riding and I'm teaching lessons and I'm doing my horse training. So I just got in from doing that actually about 10 minutes ago. Anyway, my horse. So she's 9 years old now. I raised her from a foal. And we have had many different bumps and adventures together along the way of her being a baby and me training her right now. And we're training some pretty high level dressage stuff right now. But we were really stuck in a rut, and we have been stuck in a rut. We would get periodically stuck in a rut. Like before we would have kind of a breakthrough, we would be in a rut that I honestly didn't think we could get out of. And now I've been asking to change always more things in my life. Hi, Linda. And, have always, I'm always asking for greater, more joy, more money, more ease in my life, in my relationships, with my kids, with my husband, all those things. More people showing up to my classes that are live and online, asking for more always. Now, what was showing up was more frustration with my horse. Oh my God. In fact, we were always fighting. She was such a struggle for me. She would pretend to be scared of things that she has seen so much, and it just wasn't fun. In fact, I actually seriously considered selling her this winter, and I even had a very interested buyer. And I mean, I would have sold her for $25,000 or $30,000. She's worth a lot of money because she has a lot of training. She has a lot of athletic ability. She's very smart. And for me, I was the fight, and I'm I don't want to go out and fight with her. When I looked at my whole life, everything was pretty decent except this area with her. And I was so frustrated. Now, I'm not a person to give up. Literally, never give up, never give in, never quit is my motto. And so when I actually considered selling her, it really kind of felt like I was giving up. But I also had to kind of get to the space to be willing to lose her and have her go on. And anyway, now when you can have a person in your life where you can talk things through with, and this person doesn't judge you, but they are an allowance of you, you can often get a sense of what your choices will create. And so one of the questions you learn in a foundation class is truth. What will your life be like in 5 years if you choose this? So I asked the question, truth, what would my life be like in 5 years if I sold her? And it was really heavy, meaning that is the energy of the future I would be creating if I sold her. It would be more contracted, more heavy. And truth, what would my life be like in 5 years if I kept her? That was so much lighter, and I was just sick of the fight and the struggle with her. And so I started asking more questions. What is it going to take to change this? What can I be here to change this? I also had a session with Crystal Crawford, who also invited me to ask my horse, what is she aware of that I'm not willing to be aware of? In these moments when the struggle would come up, when the fight would come up. And so that was probably in April. So now we're May, we're a few months later. And yeah, everything is so different now. One of the things that I got from her, my horse, that I didn't realize is the gift of being more present. The gift of being more present is what she was inviting me to be with her. Because the moment that I get more present with her when I'm riding her, I am more aware of everything, I'm going to say about 20 or 30 seconds earlier than when they show up. Meaning I'm more aware of her and what's going on for her and all around us before it got over here. So I was present, I would say what pops is 60% before when I would ride her, 60% present. And that's when we would run into trouble. Because she's aware of this thing here, or she's going to do this thing back here. And then here I am 30 seconds later, I'm already reacting to her and what was going on. And then we would struggle, and then we would fight, and then she would be scared of everything, and then I felt like I couldn't do anything with her, which is true. So what I've done since then is I've had a session with Crystal Crawford. I've talked with a couple of my friends about it, and seriously considered selling her. And then I also went to a clinic with one of my coaches for a couple of days and got some help there with lessons. And then I practiced like being more present. Now, I don't do anything different. I'm being different though. And I can't tell you how to do presence, but you can ask to be more present. So what I've noticed now is the fight is gone, the struggle is gone. Could it still be there? Yeah, the moment I'm not present, it's still there. But the moment that I'm here and I'm aware that she is aware of something, and then I basically tell her, don't worry about it. Let's keep going. With my leg, with my seat, with the aids that I use while I'm riding her, I catch it 30 seconds earlier. Then we can keep going through it. And then we actually have like really productive training rides. Like, it's amazing. And her brilliance and her athleticism is really shining through. Now, I also, in 2016, I hosted a class with Anna Yelenius, a Conscious Horse, Conscious Rider class. 2017, sorry. And, she was really impressed with my mare. And she said, she's like, this horse is everything that you've asked for, Catherine. And I'm like, I know. And that was back then when we were having fun together and we were friends, the horse and I. And I'm like, I know she is. And then, we go through the struggle and I'm like, oh, I hate her and this is hard. And I'm like, I think I'm just going to sell her. But no, but actually she is everything that I'm asking for. And I am asking for a horse that can do upper level Grand Prix dressage, which not every horse can do that. Like, really, not many horses can do that. And I would get so mad and I would hear myself say, like, I just want her to be a normal horse. And I'm like, wait a second. No, I don't want her to be normal. Anyway, so she has facilitated me in being more present. And when I'm more present with her, our rides are amazing and they're great, which is also inviting me to be more present with everything in my life, with my kids, in my relationships, with my business, with my classes, with the people that are in my classes, allowing me to create the space for greater to show up. So I had no idea, the change you're asking for never, ever, ever shows up like you think it will. And if there's a sticky area in your life, like there was, for me with my horse, like, what is this facilitating you to look at and to be that you're not willing to look at or be right now, that if you were willing would change this? Because truly, everything is possible and anything can change if you're willing. And for a while, I wasn't willing. I wasn't willing for it to change. It was, I had this thing, even after 7 years of doing Access Consciousness classes and being a certified facilitator for a few years, and I'm always taking classes. Like, gosh, I bet you I've taken 15 foundation classes. Plus, I've facilitated about 6 foundation classes already. And it's still, like, there's always more. That's the thing, is like, there's always more. If you want to have more, if you're willing to receive more, if you're willing to be more present. And so, yeah, that's what this chat is about. If you're at all curious about Access Consciousness and these classes, the bars class or the foundation class that I'm talking about, let me know. I'm also hosting another bars class this summer on Saturday, August 14th, and this bars class is with horses. So that means that horses will be present while we're running bars in the indoor riding arena, and it is magic beyond magic, receiving space of no judgment. And then I'm also facilitating and hosting a foundation class at my farm on Saturday, starting Saturday, August 15th. And so the bars class is a 1-day class. The foundation class is a 4-day class. I'm actually going to show you. Okay. This is our farm. This is the view that I have from my deck of a river. It's amazing. So you get to come if you want to join us for any of these classes. You get to come and be here in this space. Being in this space of nature is magic. And for the foundation class, I set up like a tent right there. So we are outside, but we're out of the sun and we're out of the wind. And we have the view right there. It's so good. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me and watching this live. And to those of you watching this in the future, have an amazing rest of your day. And you can just start to ask to be more present in your life. I wonder what it would be like to be more present. And I wonder what will show up for you. Alrighty, bye-bye for now. Thank you, Barb.